What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have something very special for you guys. I have a double vintage Amouage unboxing and actually first impression comparison. So I'm going to be unboxing and giving first impressions too, while also comparing deep vintage Gold Man, the 4-digit batch code Gold Man, against a bit of an overlooked Amouage in my opinion. This is also discontinued. This is Amouage Silver Man. Now, at the end of the video, the sellers gave me some unknown samples we're also going to try, but can't wait to get into this. If you enjoy this type of content, if you want to see more, be sure to hit the sub button, hit the like button, and I have a ton more videos planned, ranked lists, summer videos, sample videos, full fragrance reviews, trying to film a lot of stuff today. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. So first of all, I just have to give a massive shout out to the people that helped me get these fragrances. These are very hard to come by in the United States, especially the Gold Man. This was a hell of a find. I mean, look at the color of this juice. I mean, oh my god. Ancient Gold Man. 4-digit batch code. I believe this is a 2003 bottle. So, crazy deep vintage there. And then the Silver Man is also not too easy to come by. Silver and gold is going to be the theme of this video. They're both very different fragrances. I've owned Gold Man for quite a long time, but I've never owned a vintage. I've always heard stories and legends about vintage Gold Man, how it's one of the best fragrances anyone's ever smelled. So we'll see if that's true today. And then Silver Man, I'm just going to compare it to Gold Man because gold and silver. So, all right. Let's spray this Gold Man. Of course, a perfume of this caliber always deserves skin. We're just going to do one spray on my left hand here. Let's see what's up. First, before I smell my hand, my experience with Gold Man was only with modern bottles. So I had, I believe, a 2023 bottle. And my recollection of that is it was pretty soapy, pretty clean, very floral, and in my opinion, kind of polite. But the way people describe the vintage is completely different. The way people describe the vintage is this very old school, very mature and classy, hissy, animalic, just very vintage vibe. So, interesting to see my initial reactions. Let's see. Oh yeah. Way different. And that bottle was never sprayed. So I had to prime the atomizer, which means it's never been sprayed. Whoa. Way pissier. Oh, whoa. Okay, so yeah, that civet note is definitely amped up. Other than that, it kind of reminds me of Gold Man. It has this beautiful clean floral thing, some aldehydes. Kind of smells like if Amouage did Chanel No. 5 but for men and really dialed up the animalics. But it's gonna sound so weird. This is animalic and pissy in an elegant way, like the most elegant way. Forget Diaghilev, forget all these other elegant fragrances. This fragrance is so hard to pull off because it demands a certain level of understanding from the user, in my opinion. You can't just put this on with a white t-shirt. Maybe you can pull it off. But I really think this fragrance deserves a particular situation, a particular dress, a particular just set of parameters to be met first. There's that beautiful incense in there as well. That's sort of just the backbone of it. Gold Man, of course, being Amouage's, I believe, first fragrance ever, made by the very famous Guy Robert in 1983. I think it was originally released as a gentleman's cologne, but then renamed and repackaged into Gold Man, and of course, now we are here. So yeah, basically, it's also a total beast. This is stronger than I remember my bottle being, and I just recently sold it, so I have a pretty fresh recollection of that. in the air. This is so, I mean, it's pretty room filling. I gotta be honest. Like, it's pushing off my hand quite a bit. Beautiful sillage every time I move my hand. And yeah, it's just this clean but dirty, floral, aldehydic, very vintage leaning scent profile. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm curious to compare it to Silver Man. I've never smelled Silver Man before. I managed to procure this due to a very nice gentleman, so thank you. You know who you are. It was sealed when I got it. I unsealed it for the video. Let's see what Silver Man's about. Now it is time for Silver Man. Beautiful bottles as always from Amouage. I know nothing about this, so let's just go right on skin because of course that's what an Amouage deserves, right? Do one spray in my hand just like I did with gold. I don't anticipate this to be as strong as gold, to be honest with you. All right, let's see. Find ourselves with gold. Silver's about. Okay, so they're both floral. Right off the bat, they're both floral. But this silver, I don't detect any animalics. Like, at least not upon very, very first sniff. There's a lot of florals in here. It's kind of reminding me of something like Guerlain would make, or Chanel even. It kind of smells like a Guerlain. It reminds me of Dia Man, actually, a little bit. But there's way more florals in Silver than in Dia. At least, again, I haven't looked at the notes. Dia Man is kind of this floral, peony, vetiver fragrance. This comes off to me as a pure floral fragrance, at least so far. It's powdery. It's elegant. It's got this same like floral sweet edge that Dia has, but it's different. There's no vetiver in there. There is a sweetness. It's kind of like a is it a floral sweetness or is it a fruity sweetness? I don't know. Completely and totally different than Gold Man though. Like, this is totally inoffensive. I would be shocked if anyone smelled this and recoiled. Whereas if someone smelled gold, I would not be surprised if they didn't like it, especially if they're not used to this type of scent profile. It's almost like a barbershop silver. I'm very, very surprised. This is a completely different, this is totally different from what I was expecting. It's kind of a powdery barbershop. I'm going to compare this to something along the lines of Philosopher's Walk. It's in that same vein. This is more floral though, way more floral. Powdery, elegant, slight sweetness. Wearable in all seasons, I'm just going to say up front, I really do think this is and totally inoffensive in all ways, shape, and form. Not really sure why they discontinued this. It is beautiful. It doesn't smell like anything that I can think of in the Amouage range. The only thing I mentioned was Dia. Even Dia is totally different. So in terms of first impression comparison, which do I prefer? I don't know. I'm going to have to say Gold Man because it's got the history and I personally prefer the scent profile. I think it's a little bit more of a masterpiece contender than Silver. Whereas Silver, I think there are a lot of other options you could probably go for. Something like Philosopher's Walk from Les Abstraits, something along the lines of YSL Rive Gauche, other barbershop fragrances, Invasion Barbar, for instance. But at the same time, Silver is incredible too. Like, they're totally and completely different fragrances, even though they're both named after metals, you know, silver and gold. Very happy to have both of these in the collection. These were not easy to find, so again, thank you so much to the people that helped me get these. Really, really appreciate it. And I can't wait to add these to the Amouage ranking video at 5,000 subscribers. Okay, now we're going to jump into 6 samples the seller of Gold Man gave me. And I have no clue what these are. All right, so in terms of the samples, he gave me something called Blue Ocean, Amber Oud. These appear to be actual oils themselves. I don't think these are like traditional, perfumes. This is Golden Oud, and this one is Silk Oud. Then he also gave me a sample of Kayali Pistachio, okay, and Metro Premier Vanilla Powder. Totally out of left field. Never smelled any of these. Let's do the ouds first. Golden Oud. This terrifies me a little bit because they're in these little things you have to pull the tops off of. So, oh boy. All right, Golden Oud. Completely stained that test strip. So, I don't know. These are very, very oily. These are like almost Atars. Whoa. This is oud? I don't think this is oud. Or, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what oud smells like. It's like, sweet. It's very sweet. I don't really pick up anything too specific here. It's just sort of a sweet, sugary sort of muskiness with maybe a fruity edge. If this is oud, this is totally new to me. Again, I don't know anything about these, so yeah. Golden Oud. Don't know what that is, but cool nevertheless. Moving on, Blue Ocean. All right, Blue Ocean. Let's see what this is about. I mean, I'm gonna guess Blue Ocean. Maybe this is ambergris, some sort of ambergris based fragrance, just based purely off the name. That's like total guess. Maybe it's an aquatic. Let's see what Blue Ocean is all about. Right. Like designer fragrance? Like, hold on, wait. Like a total shower gel. Maybe blue? Maybe it's a blue fragrance. Like Blue de Chanel. Yeah, it is a blue fragrance. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, very shower jelly, sort of generic, nondescript. And yeah, we're moving on to the next one. All right, moving on. This is called Amber Oud. I don't think this is the Roja fragrance called Amber Oud. This liquid was incredibly thick and viscous and dark. I mean, look at what it did to the test strip here. So, let's see. Oh, okay. Now, what? This is oud. Now, this is oud. Okay. Oh, it kind of smells like silver oud from Amouage a little bit. It has that same like same burnt sort of woody oudiness. It kind of also smells like Bois Roi d'Agaloche by Serge Lutens. That's a butchering of that name. But yeah, this reminds me of those two fragrances. That sort of woody, slightly animalic, not too barnyardy. Not really barnyardy. It's sort of just pungent, like a pungent, smoky, woody oud. Not getting much amberiness. There's a slight sweetness, but nothing crazy. I imagine this would really push off of skin quite heavily, or change a lot on skin, or just fill out. Yeah, this is sort of a pungent, slightly smoky, woody oud. This slight sweet edge. I actually really like this. This is actually nice. Let's check back on Golden Oud, because I don't know what this was. Okay, it's even worse. Whoa, okay. Way sweeter than even I initially picked up on. Okay. Now this last one is called Silk Oud. Silk Oud. What are my predictions for this? I have absolutely no idea. All right, Silk Oud. Let's see. Okay. Dare I say, this smells like Oud for Greatness by Initio. Yeah, no, it has that same thing. It's like Oud for Greatness by Initio. It's got that synthetic sort of just, yeah, aroma chemically, amber woody sort of spicy, strong smell. Got something edgy to it. There's a little something edgy. Is it oud? I've no idea if it's oud. I can't really detect anything specific. All I know is this immediately reminded me of something like Initio Oud for Greatness. It is really strong. I only put a little bit on the end of this test strip. And it is like radiating. So maybe this just is Oud for Greatness. I don't know. The liquid color doesn't look like it, but on to the last two samples, and these are just so random. Let's smell Kayali Pistachio, guys. So, Kayali, not a brand I gravitate towards, gotta be honest. They come off to me as juvenile and cheap and probably not worth it. But, if you like them, don't get offended. Oh boy. Okay. So this is the type of perfumery I don't like at all. This is a sickly sweet. Oh my god. Sickly sweet gourmand. There's nothing even remotely nutty or pistachio-like about this. I happen to love pistachios, okay? I would consider myself to be a pistachio enjoyer. I understand the pistachio. I've eaten many, thousands even. This is not a pistachio. It's just not. This is vanilla. This is sugar. This is probably a shit ton of ethyl maltol. This is sweet in an offensive way to me. Genuinely. Too sweet. And I despise this. So I'm going to stop smelling it now. Alright, moving on to the last fragrance of this video. Again, thank you so much for all the free samples. I really do appreciate it. The ouds were really, really interesting. This is a Matière Première Vanilla Powder. This I've heard of. I know this brand is actually pretty... They're a brand people know. So I imagine this to be a powdery vanilla. That's my initial theory here. Oh, this makes me sad because it's so shit. Sorry. I'm really sorry, but like this is like wow. I sprayed this strip twice. I don't know if my nose is fried. This is the faintest of every fragrance in this video. Vanilla? Maybe? I mean, like, not really. The Kayali might legitimately be more vanillic than this. It's not even powdery. So the name is Vanilla Powder. It's not very vanillic, and it's not really powdery either. It's sort of this, again, sickly sweet, nondescript sweetness. It's not really sweet in a vanilla way. It's sweet in a sweet dessert way. Like a totally nondescript way. It's also just coming off to me, at least on strip, as painfully synthetic. It does not smell high quality. It does not smell like something I would ever consider buying under any circumstances. If you're looking for a vanilla fragrance, this is not the one. It's just not the one. All right. And with that being said, appreciate you guys so much watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any experience with any of these fragrances, be sure to let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.